What the fuck? G'day you good motherfuckers, the Buttsman here. And do you remember when you were at school and the teacher told you, you gotta understand that when you're an adult, the job that you work probably hasn't been invented yet. And it turns out they were spot fucking on. Because I'm pretty sure back when I was a kid, there was no one who wanted to grow up and basically get their tits and asshole out on the internet for Patreon money. So if creepy old dudes and young weird teenage boys jacking off over your photo sounds like your type of cupcake, then may I introduce you to Belle Delphine. Now Belle Delphine is basically the hot topic on the internet at this current moment because she's a weird old fuck, and good on her. Be yourself, love. That's great. She started out as a YouTuber and started posting, you know, makeup tutorials. The normal sort of shtick. But then she went full ham. And she got on Instagram and got 2.6 million followers. How, may I ask? By posting weird shit like this. Here she is as everybody's favourite children's character, Hermione. Or, as she put it, I'm a Griffin whore. According to Belle, she dresses up as a baby doll, a fairy, and a kitten. You know, all the good shit in life. But before you go thinking that she's just another Instagram model, you're fucking dead wrong, bitch! Belle posts incredible videos, like this. And dudes are for some reason jacking off over it. It gets even weirder, right? She even incorporates eggs into her videos. Yeah, eggs. As you can see here behind me, a large frying pan full of raw eggs. Now, what are we gonna... Oh, okay, we're gonna pour them on ourselves and rub our tits. Sounds great. I mean, what else would you do with raw eggs, you fucking weirdo? Oh, here you go. She's posing at the mirror, trying to look all sexy, and there's a cracked egg. All right, great stuff. What the fuck? Here she is eating breakfast and, oh, she's pouring it on her tits. Why? Why? If only making content was that easy. I wish I could get 5 million views for just pouring eggs on my tits. It'd be a great time, ladies and gentlemen. Make sure you like the video. Like the video, I'm gonna start doing weird shit like that. But here's the fucked up thing about Belle. I mean, people all over the internet are talking about Belle Delphine at the moment, but the thing I haven't heard brought up, and I thought I would make it my role in this whole conversation to bring up, is she's dressing like a kid. And that's apparently attractive to dudes. Like, if you're fucking, you know, jacking off to this shit, you need to have a good fucking hard look at yourself, champ. Honestly, Belle, I know what you're doing, love. You're trying to make a fortune for yourself. And in fact, you are doing it. If you look at her Patreon account, she has like 2,500 Patreon supporters. For what? For fucking what? Belle Delphine is creating photos and lewd content. If by lewd you mean getting your tits out and spreading your ass cheeks for the world to see so that you get some sweet dollary dues, then yes, lewd. And if you want to become a part of Belle's Patreon, you can be a bronze supporter for $1 if you're a fucking loser. Silver, $5. You don't really get much. You get weird selfies and shit. Gold gives you a Hado photos. I can't show you that. Premium Snapchat is $50 if you want to see some assholes. If you want to go down to the limited edition Christmas poster, $99. Can't wait to see it. A unique Polaroid's $100. Need one of those in my life. For $1,000, you can be Belle's king, whatever the fuck that means. And for $2,500, you can be her god. And that basically means nude Skype sessions, if you want to pay her $2.5 grand. She's got a fuck ton of Patreon supporters. She's pulling in easy 50K US a month. Yeah, that's a fuck ton of money. And people have seen the success of Belle Delphine and others like her, and they're starting to make the transition from other mediums to hers. For example, this young lady, who I'm sure none of us are familiar with, Reid. She is a very well-known porn actress. apparently. Riley's known for her pornos where she cops it in the ass, in the mouth, back in the ass, back in the mouth, bit disgusting, back in the ass again, and then gets pissed on. Hashtag content. And hey, Riley's trying to make her way into the mainstream, and good on her. Kim K did it. She had a porn tape and she got fucked on camera, and now look at her. She's got millions of dollars and big old cags. Good on you, Kim. Anyway, my point being, Riley Reid's trying to push her way into the mainstream. She even appeared on Logan Paul's podcast, whose all the fucking viewers are 13 years old, and talk mad things about sexual intercourse, etc., as you would assume a porn star would.
How big is this man's schlong?
Is it 13?
I think his dick is huge.
I feel like
that's large.
It's
yeah.
I can imagine that.
So like, yeah, I don't even know for sure. Totally.
She risks it all for the pleasure of her audience.
13 years old. I don't have a problem with Riley Reid trying to make it mainstream. But Riley, if you are going to make it mainstream, then you need to play by the mainstream rules. And unfortunately for Riley, she tweeted some very questionable things back in the day. For example, lost my virginity, ? Funny story. I raped a kid in the movie theatre because I wanted to fuck and he kept saying no. That's how I lost it. She also said, when I lost my virginity to a Brit that I raped, he said no 3 times and I just got on that dick, less than with a 3, possibly a love heart. Lol, he's like, no, not now. Haha, classic Riley, great work. But here's the problem with all that, is no one gave a fuck. You got all these other people making rape jokes and shit, like James Gunn from Guardians of the Galaxy, who had his fucking whole career thrown out because he made those jokes. But Riley Reid, who's trying to push into the mainstream right now, no one cares. Even though what she said is pretty heinous. Could it be because she's making these jokes about men? Don't know. But I do happen to know there is a Twitter page that can prove how absolutely ridiculous this entire situation is. And before I show you it, make sure you follow me on Twitter. It's @TheButtsman. Go and check it out. Fantastic tweets all day, motherfucker. Anyway, the Twitter page is Tatiana McGrath. And Tatiana is allegedly a parody account. It's fantastic. You should definitely follow it on Twitter. She, or he, or whoever runs that fucking page, had a tweet reported recently because apparently it was a bit offensive. And the tweet that they put up, let me just grab it for you right now. It said, from Twitter, the tweet said, there are only 2 types of men, rapists and rapists in waiting. Classic. Now, you would think that that's a little bit offensive. Like if you said the same thing about a woman, perhaps you might get in a little bit of trouble. But no, Twitter's response was this. We received a complaint regarding your account, Tatiana McGrath, for the following content. We have investigated the reported content and could not identify any violations of the Twitter rules. What the fuck? Now these girls are doing great things. They're getting their tits out, they're making heaps of cash, but let's be honest, your kids are gonna find this one day and then they go, Mummy, why is your asshole on the internet and all my friends at school are talking about it? And you'll be like, hey, I made heaps of money, but I forgot to declare it to the tax man and now I'm in jail. So see you in 5 years. You know what I mean? It's a bit fucked up for everybody in this situation. But you're doing awesome work, babe. Keep hustling, building your empire. I love how people in these type of videos where I talk about this type of topic or on stage or wherever, people say that this is slut shaming. And to that I say, yeah, that's their job. They're whores on the internet. That's what they get paid for. That's like someone coming to one of my comedy shows and heckling and me getting upset and a newspaper writing an article saying, oh, it was humour shaming. No, bitch. That's part of the job. But you know what? I looked at these people and I looked at the success that they're having. 2.6 million followers for fucking Belle Delphine on Instagram. I want that type of success. So what I'm going to do, ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to do something very, 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 very fucking exciting. I'm going to release my sex tape. Actually, you know what? I won't release the sex tape if I get 1 million followers by the 14th of July. All right? That is a direct threat, motherfuckers. Because let's face it, ladies and gentlemen, you don't want to see this pale man, hairy ass bouncing around on your screens. Now do you? If you answered yes to that, then hit like. I don't know. Ladies and gentlemen, I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, make sure you subscribe, hit like, all that type of shit helps more people see the video. And there's going to be a new video on Wednesday, so stick around for that. Be a good motherfucker. Peace in the Middle East. Me dick tanks, and I will see you all in a couple of days. Au revoir, toodaloo, bye-bye.